Lloyd,
How are you, Jonathan?
I am fine.
Jonathan, I am going to read a letter that I wrote when I went to choir camp. I wrote it to my mother and father, who I love so much. Here is the letter that I wrote from choir camp. Dearest mother and father, it is I, little Lloyd. Oh, choir camp has been wonderful, mother and father. However, on the first day, I was at lunch eating by myself as usual when I overheard some people discussing opera. Well, mother and father, I began correcting some of the other campers on the proper pronunciation of the Latin verbiage in Schuster's third area. These people were talking behind me, and of course they were incorrect. I stood up to correct them when I noticed sitting at the table my arch nemesis, the Wachowski twins.
Oh, no.
Oh, dearest mother and father, those twins beat me to a quivering, bloody mass of flesh.
It's horrible.
They beat me with a life-size cutout of Luciano Pavarotti.
That's a big cutout.
They then wrote the word dork on my forehead with a permanent marker, shoved my head and torso into a garbage can, and of course, they pantsed me.
Oh.
That's the pantsing.
Oh,
It was
no.
then, mother and father, at my lowest moment, in my darkest hour, that I met my newest friend. His name, mother and father, is Camp Counselor Harry.
Really?
Camp Counselor Harry took me out of the trash can, accidentally lost my pants, and took me back to his cabin. Camp Counselor Harry and I talked about the great singers of our time, and we drank iced tea. You would be impressed, mother and father. Camp Counselor Harry has such refined taste that the sugar in the tea, the sugar he put in my tea came from a capsule he opened and poured into my glass.
Wow. That's very refined.
He said I could only have two because they were very hard to get, and more than two might actually stop my heart. Camp Counselor Harry then told me that there were two secrets to being a great singer. The first was to massage my vocal cords. He told me that he would help massage my vocal cords with the use of a little device he picked up in San Francisco. It was strange, mother and father. This device only works in the dark. So he turned off all the lights and covered the windows. I am not sure what the device was that he used to massage my throat. I do know it was some sort of cylindrical object.
Really?
And well, mother and father,
Here it goes.
I could swear the voice massager had veins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
I'm going home.
Mother and father, Counselor Harry said that I should sing a solo. He wanted to make sure I sang properly, so he positioned himself behind me to squeeze my lungs with his arms. He said that I should sing so hard that it hurt, especially in my backside. Dear mother and father, I must have sang very well because my rear end hurt like the dickens. And the more I sang, the more Camp Counselor Harry would scream words of encouragement like, yes, give it to me, and ride 'em cowboy.
Right, cowboy.
Needless to say, I am now one of Camp Counselor Harry's favorite campers. Tomorrow, he says he will fix me the same drink that great singer Rod Stewart has before he performs.
Yeah.
Well, mother and father, I must be going. Please give my love to my computer and say hello to my dog Pepe, to my pet gerbil Fluffy, to my pet parrot Crackers. And mother and father, I will be seeing you soon. Sincerely, your son, Little Lloyd.
Ah.
There you go, ladies
Wow.
and gentlemen.
All right.
Another fine adventure. Another fine letter from camp from the one and only Little Noy.
little noise did not threaten his parents like
those
that.
thrilling days of yesteryear for another exciting adventure with the Hump
Yes,
Ranger.
mother and father.
Hump Ranger.
Jackass.
Why you no tell Chief that we saw criminal mastermind, and he looked just like you.
Where are you, evil twin? Take this, you son of a...
Me use empty pudding container to wee.
Someone put lemonade in this pudding container. Okay, Captain Suspendus, drink up, buddy.
Captain Stupendous regained consciousness today for 1 minute before suffering an unexplained bout of urine poisoning.
Uh-oh. I have an evil twin, and he is the criminal mastermind and a doctor. Hey, Chief, have you seen Pronto?
No, I've been down at the mayor's office getting my ass chewed. Do you know what that means?
That Pronto is not at the mayor's office?
No, it means if you don't catch the crime boss, my butt's gonna be in a sling. Do you know what that means?
Well, I'm no doctor, but seeing as when I broke my arm, they put it in a sling, I guess that you'd have a broken...
Wrong. It means you'll be busted down lower in whale crap. Now the mayor has decided to let CSI handle the Captain Stupendous poisoning case. CSI. Do you know what that means?
I know what the CS stands for. Can you tell me what the I stands for?
Hump Ranger. It means that if they find the suspect, he can lead them right to the crime boss and will be out of a job.
Oh, I know what that means.
Stop joking around and get down to the hospital to see what those CSI clowns are up to. Now get going.
Well, Captain Suspendus is still in a coma and nobody is here. Hey, look at that big bag of pudding hanging on the side of Captain Suspendus' bed. Chocolate pudding. I wonder how you open this thing up.
Excuse me.
What the? Stop. Or I'll shoot.
I am Newton Fidgetbottom of the CSI, and you must be the Hump Ranger.
How do you know my name?
I know a lot of things about you just by looking at you. Like, you were late getting up this morning because your electric alarm clock was off because of the power outage. I deduce that by the fact that you must have gotten dressed in the dark because you have one black shoe and one sandal. You see, I use science and deduction. I can also tell you that you stopped at Cappy's Coffee and Donuts. There, you had a cherry Danish and a chocolate eclair because Cappy's is on the east side of town where the power went out and you have chocolate and cherry stains on your shirt.
Ha! Wrong. I had the cherry Danish yesterday.
Anyway, it's also obvious your shower has been broke for at least 12 days.
Well, Mr. Smarty Fofarty, I could tell you a few things about you just by looking at you. Like, I'm going to kick your ass. Oh, and just so you are aware, last time I checked, my shower worked fine. Thank you.
Well, I wish I could chat more, but I have to dust for prints and get this urine to the lab for a DNA sample. By this afternoon, I should know who the suspect is.
Well, by this afternoon, I will have already arrested the... Oh, time for lunch.
Hey there, Hump Ranger. Welcome to my restaurant. Haven't seen you in days. My profit up 400%.
Wong, I need to talk to you.
Oh, what wrong, Hump Ranger?
Well, Wong, the robberies down at the docks have involved Szechuan pork, soy sauce, chopsticks, and fortune cookies. And, well, you were down at the docks, so I need to ask.
Oh, man, Hump Ranger, you called me. I knew you figured out I was big-time crime boss in town.
Hang on, Wong. I ain't done. You see, the crime boss is my evil twin, who is a doctor. I need your help capturing him. I was wondering if you could put up this flyer in your restaurant.
Hey, a picture of you, Hump Ranger, with the rope around your neck.
No, that's a stethoscope. Remember, he's a doctor.
If you see this man, shoot first, then call 911 and ask for Hump Ranger. Okay, Hump, I put it in the window.
Thanks, Wong.
Ha! Hump Ranger does not realize I am evil crime boss. Now I will flame Hump Ranger by...
Wong, I'm still here.
Hey, Hump Ranger, you mind doing me a favor? I need you down at the docks to help my nephew load a truck.
No problem.
Aha! The results of the DNA test. Now I know that the suspect is none other than... Oh, my word.
What will happen next? How will the Hump Ranger get out of this one? Tune in next time when you'll hear...
Oh, no. People must have confused me with my evil twin. Hey, stop firing. I'm not a doctor.
On the adventures of the Hump Ranger.
The good old Hump Ranger.
Hey,
kids, what time is it?
The Hump Ranger poops in the shower.
I'm having my scrambled eggs. Good
The
morning.
alarm clock screams and there's a cat butt in my face. I don't want to get up, face the human race. I take a shower, I take a pee, I drink some coffee, watch some TV. But nothing seems to keep my eyes open. Nothing seems to get my blood flowing. Called up a friend of mine and asked what lights a fire under your behind. He says he spells relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and brass and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature and there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite broadcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I took my friend's advice to heart. I bought myself an FM radio. Now every weekday starts with a visit from the morning disaster show. And now I spell relief, R-A-Y-L-Y-T-L-E. Have no fear, the gang's all here, so clean out your ears for the morning disaster. They got gas and breast and testes and rock and roll piled up to the rafters. They're really immature, but there's no cure, but they'll be your favorite podcasters. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster. And it's Ray Lytle's morning disaster.
Yes, it is. Ray Lytle's morning disaster. I'm Ray, along with TJ. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Well,
Two people that don't poop in the shower.
I am waiting to sneeze. I haven't sneezed yet today. You know, I've been waking up. I've been waking up and doing this sneeze thing, you know, but I haven't sneezed yet today. So maybe the allergies are over, you know.
So you're waiting in anticipation for a sneeze.
Well, I mean, it just started within the last few weeks or last couple of weeks?
Last couple of weeks, yeah.
Yeah. During this, it's gotta be allergies, right? So
I would think. I mean, you know, with planting season and everything that's been going on.
I've been sneezing like a madman, so I'm sort of waiting to get past it today, but I haven't even sneezed yet. So, but maybe it's already passed. Maybe maybe it's not going to happen today. We are here. We don't poop in the shower, as TJ said earlier. We are proud to be people who don't poop in the shower, unlike one of our listeners, Fat 420, who admitted yesterday that
a waffle stomper.
He admitted yesterday and by the way, not only did he admit it, he wanted to know if any of us did it. Pooped in the shower. Wanted to know if there was anyone pooping in the shower. And then willing to and be ready to admit that you poop in the shower and stomp it down the drain. And then stomp it down the drain. He admitted it yesterday, which then had TJ looking.
I had to find out, like, is this really a thing? And yeah,
looking on Google,
people,
and Google said,
Google
said a survey designed to get a handle on people's bathroom habits produced an unexpected result. It reveals that 1 in 30 people poop while showering. Oh my God. So it's something that people actually do. I thought, you know, I thought that was just made up. But no, I guess it is something that goes on. People actually have to, or people actually do this. They
I actually did the math on that too. That's 3% of people poop in the shower.
Unbelievable. Oh my God. And then stop they stop it down the drain, as Fat 420 said. So which now it's on your feet as well as on your shower. And I mean, why in the world, you know? Oh my God.
Nobody should ever have to clean Fat 420's shower.
The things we find. I mean, good Lord.
There was actually a couple more things in there that was interesting. It said that 68% of men and 54% of women pee in the shower. 53% of men and 26% of women masturbate in the shower.
Yes.
And then the 3% poop in the shower.
I'm fine with people masturbating in the shower. That's sort of, you know.
But it also said that 1 in 3 people that pee in the shower also pee in the shower at work.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, they have a, I mean, who do you want a job where you got a shower at work?
Kind of working one now.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You're not. You're showering on your downtime. It's not like, you know. I'm sorry. I don't want a job where I have to shower at work.
I mean, some medical professionals have to shower at work. People at the gym, you know, that work there, they could grab a shower at work. I mean, could you imagine? Now, that could be somebody who works at a gym, like, oh, well, I'm done with my workout. Think I'm going to pee right here.
Yeah, I just, you know, I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand the whole, you know, pooping while I work in the shower. I mean,
that means that if some people poop in the shower at home, then there's an even smaller percentage that poop in the shower at work.
Well, as the whole thing is just troubling. I like what Kathy says. Kathy says, ugh, yuck, those poopers need some heavy counseling. Yes, the Fat 420 is one of the people who do it. Who now I just can't stop visualizing.
You know, the toilet is like less than 3 feet away from a usual shower, right?
I just can't stop visualizing Fat 420.
I would rather have the wet floor from going from my shower to the toilet than to be waffle stomping something down my drain.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so disturbing. It's so disturbing.
Now, what's disturbing is you had the mental image of Fat 420 squatting down in a shower going, oh, it's time.
I know. That's what I picture in my mind is Fat 420 pooping in the shower. Oh my God. And then just stomping it down the drain. It's just so troubling. I can't get that out of my mind. Fat 420, are you standing in the shower or are you squatting in the shower when you let it all go? You know what I mean?
It's the worst to be standing like, oh, there it is, flop.
I've just got to know, you know. I've got to know what he looks like when he's letting it fling, when he's letting it go.
And like the heat from the water has got to elevate the stench.
Right.
Yes, you would think
that comes out of there. That's not worth it either.
Oh
yeah. Oh my God.
Unless he's taking cold showers.
I mean, it's just so troubling. He says he lifts. Fat 420 says he lifts a leg and plop.
Oh God!
And plop it out. There you go. Everyone, now you can visualize Fat 420 doing this as well.
Oh God.
Now,
You Captain Morgan stands in the bathroom, putting a leg up on. Ta-da! I'm a captain. Flop,
You need to change his name to Fat Boy Number 2.
Oh God.
Fat
I
shower
just love it. He just lets it fly. You way to go, Fat 420.
No, bad. Rub his nose in it.
I put the picture up. Now everybody can picture Fat 420.
Okay.
As we talk about this.
No, he does not have a girlfriend or anything, does he, Ray? Or a wife?
He's Fat 420. I'm sure he's got plenty of opportunities. He says the heat softens it, Nick.
I don't care.
I'm just passing it along.
You can make as plenty of excuses as you want. You're still a monster.
Bathroom drain.
By the way, DC is in the chat room going, why in God's name has shower shitting been a topic for 2 days now? I can't eat breakfast while listening to this
just
show.
be glad it's not the Patreon with this discussion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it'd be worse.
Oh my God. What can I say? I talk about the most topical and important of issues on this program.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's very now.
Oh, good Lord.
I would not want to be Fat 420's landlord when he's got to go in and replace all the bathtubs.
That's gonna be an awkward snake.
That's gonna be, what is wrong with? Oh, okay, you're getting an evicted notice.
I'm gonna need a higher deposit.
No
Good
deposit back.
Lord, I just love it.
Why are you not giving him back his deposit? Because he stinks my shower.
I'm telling you, Fat 420 enjoys life. It's a man that enjoys life. God love him.
How the hell is pooping in the shower enjoying life?
By the way, Steve was number 1 again today. Steve was number 1. By the way, I might give Fat 420 another scholarship. I might give him another one for the Friday to Saturday shows.
No, because he made you a promise that he was going to buy a year subscription.
Yeah,
and
he bought a 1 month subscription. Yeah. By the way, Steve number 1 listener today. He finished first. Kathy was number 2.
He got the FU I'm first award.
And Holly was number 3. And by the way, they all came in within seconds of each other. And then it was Diane who came in number 3 or 4. So Steve, Kathy, Holly, Diane. And then Cynthia. They all came in within seconds of each other. Not bad. Good job. However, there's one winner, and the rest
are last
losers. So I'm just pointing it out. Just pointing it out.
About every one of them is they do not poop in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah. Holly says she was in and waiting, but her screen doesn't refresh quick enough for her to be the first one in.
You can make excuses all you want.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Steve was the first today. That's how you do it. And by the way, show started early today. I started the show at 7:57. So that's because it was just TJ and I sitting there listening, and I was like, we were listening to a I don't know, it was old 2002 show. We were talking about the Iraq war, and then I said, screw it. Hold on. I thought I was gonna sneeze and didn't. And I said, screw it, and started a little annoyed. And so we started the broadcast early, and that's how we get going.
Oh, Little Noid always brings me joy.
Holly says she gets stressed by not being the first. And it's bad for her health. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I would love it if you'd finish first. I'd love if anybody finished. Steve's been first now for what, all 3 days of this week, right? He's been on a roll.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's going to beat him. It seems he almost seems unbeatable. Like, like the top of the, like we're gonna have to retire him as champion or something if we want anyone else to win. Anyway, Fat 420 has said it's Sean Belin's birthday today. Oh Jesus. It is Sean's birthday, 26. Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Am I going to see a bunch of Facebook posts about not enough people celebrating his birthday?
Yes. And then he does, and every freaking year he does this. Every year he's going to start doing, well, what should we do to celebrate my birthday?
Well, since I'm not married,
I don't have children and I'm not married. Everyone is coming to me.
No,
everyone is coming to me and saying we should all do a concert, or we should all go to a ball game, and it'll be some fucked up place, We should all go to a ball game in Bloomington. By the way, no one is saying let's go to a ball game in Bloomington. Or we should go to a party in downtown St. Louis. No one's wanting to go party in a pandemic in downtown St. Louis. This will be the kind of thing. He does this every year. As long as we've known him.
Yeah.
But happy birthday to Sean. And Sean's turning 50.
8.
He's turning 52, I think. I don't know, something like that.
But you got to do the math.
No, I was trying to remember how old he turned last year. Yeah. And I know he just had his 50th, And then when he had his 50th, he was angry because no one showed up. And then Sean does this every year. Like, he waits till the last second to plan something for his birthday.
Yeah. That's what he did for his 50th. I didn't even get a notification until it was already going on.
He convinces himself. He convinces himself
that there's going to be like a surprise party waiting for him.
Yes, and that he has so many friends and all of the friends are so numerous that they're in several towns that they want to do. I'm not joking. In his mind, he thinks that all his Springfield friends should have one party in Springfield. All his St. Louis friends should have a party in St. Louis, and all his other friends should have a party wherever the hell they are, and that somehow we should all be partying, and he could bounce from party to party to party being celebrated.
Like he's a socialite?
Meanwhile, just like New Year's Eve, he'll end up somewhere on the road in between the cities when the clock strikes midnight. That's what happens. Love Sean, happy birthday, but it will be a disaster. It will, trust me, it will end up a disaster. That's what happens every single year. It's always the same thing. In fact, I want to go to his Facebook now and see if he's
I think he has some sort of post like that. I think I saw it this morning.
Really? Oh, I'm going there now. I want to see what he's got going on. It's always some kind of post. All right, let's see what he's got going on. If he's got a birthday post. Now I got to scroll down past people wishing him happy birthday to find if he wrote something. I'm sure he wrote something. I don't know. I'm sure he wrote something. I just can't find it. Do you remember you said you saw something, Nick? All right, here we go. I was thinking about getting together this weekend with old friends for my birthday, but I don't know. Sliders? Although I didn't appreciate finding out I was being replaced. Grizzlies? Anvil and Forge? Dannenbergers? Litchfield Drive-In? Who the hell would want to go to the drive-in? And why would he think anybody want to go? If you go to a drive-in, you're going to watch a movie. What the hell? Who's going to, break up watching a movie to celebrate his birthday? Hooters. A banquet room, Bill's Toasty. Netflix and chill. I mean, Netflix and chill. He does know what that means, right?
I think he's throwing that out there for someone specific.
Who? His left hand?
Happy birthday to Sean, but I don't know what
One of the girls from Hooters.
Yeah.
That's only going to happen by kidnapping.
Happy birthday to him, but no one's going to have a party during a pandemic for Sean's birthday. I mean, for heaven's sakes. I mean, seriously. Seriously, Sean. For God's sakes.
Sliders game.
Sliders game. We'll give him a ticket to the party box we have at Slider. What is the date of the party box we have, TJ?
That is July the 3rd. We've got the party box. Sounds like they're going to have fireworks afterwards for the 4th.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, fireworks too.
We get food, we get drinks. We're going to be out there having a blast.
And we were talking yesterday about we need to do a show from. I just don't know how technically we do it, but I want to record a show from the party box that night. You know what I mean?
Have no fear. Jason and I have already figured it out. We'll have the equipment there to do it.
Yeah, I want to actually record a show and we'll play it on the air. On the Monday or whatever. I don't know what night this the celebration is.
July the 3rd is a Saturday, so it'd be Monday, right. July the 5th.
Yeah. So we'll play it back on like Monday or something.
Yeah.
But by the way, Kelly says the drive-in is more like a tailgate party in Litchfield. Everybody sits outside their cars and lawn chairs. Yeah, but I'm not going to go to a drive-in to celebrate someone's birthday. If I go to a drive-in, it's going to be to watch a movie. You know?
You would go to the drive-in to celebrate the Snyder Cut.
Well, if I was going to go to the drive-in, I can't remember last time I went to the drive-in was years ago. We went to go see the movie, that Brad Pitt zombie movie. What was the name of that one? We went and saw that at the drive-in. It was pretty good.
World War Z.
World War Z, yeah. And I certainly don't remember doing anything but straining to hear. You know what I mean? Because my hearing's bad. I can't really hear, I can't really hear the actual dialogue and stuff very well. You know what I mean? I got to have it really loud because I'm so deaf. I'm just deaf. So that was the worst part is I can't hear anything. And they need to have it to where the subtitles are up on the screen so I can at least try to read stuff.
Well, and
By
then
the
if you're going to the movie with Sean, then he's going to wind up talking through the whole movie, and it's like, oh, come on, man! I'm here to watch the movie, not listen to you.
And I don't want to go. And I don't want to go hang around. You know, I don't want to go hang around Sean Balint at the drive-in, because then it's gonna be me trying to watch the movie, and then, of course, him trying to interrupt, talking about, you know,
how bad his life is.
Kelly says, Ray, didn't you attend any parties at the drive-in in Litchfield? No. Gillespie kids knew how to rock them. No, I remember going. I do remember going to the drive-in. But when I went to the drive-in, here's what it was. It was in my teens. And I'd go to the drive-in with a date. And then we'd end up making out. And I would and then in the back seat, you know, going at it. But if it was a movie I had seen before, it was great, because then I didn't have to pay attention to, you know, then I would just pay attention to the sex. But I do remember having sex in the back of an Oldsmobile when an Indiana Jones movie was on, and it was the first time I had seen it. So I was trying to
help you get laid.
No, I was trying to have sex, but at the same time, I was really interested in what was going on the screen.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
Probably
So
heard that in the middle of trying to have sex.
I remember I enjoyed the sex, but I remembered, like, when I was done, I was like, oh my God, thank God I can watch the movie now, you know? But yet I didn't want the girl to think that I didn't want the girl that I was with to think that I didn't care about the sex, you know, because I did. I'd also cared about the movie. I wish we'd have timed it to where, you know, I was having sex during whatever the other movie was that was playing, because I was really interested in what was going on with Indiana Jones. So I remember that uncomfortableness.
Ray, always such a giving person.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to ruin my reputation, you know. I don't want the girl going back and saying things like, "Oh, I had sex with Ray Lytle during the Indiana Jones movie. He was terrible. All he kept doing was watching. He couldn't get off unless he was watching Harrison Ford." I didn't want that rumor going around.
We can start that rumor for you if you want.
Well, now it wouldn't matter, but I'm saying, you know, I didn't want that rumor going around when I was like, 16-year-old or however old I was.
Get off my plane.
Yeah. So, and it wasn't during Air Force One. No, it was during Indiana Jones. So I remember it seemed like every other movie was not a problem, but for some reason I was more interested in, you know, it was at least interested enough in the Indiana Jones where I still remember that story after all these years. So let's see. Ray sporting the popcorn box with a hole in the bottom of it. Here, honey. That's the popcorn. No, I never did that.
I've got my own salty coating with popcorn.
I never put a hole in the bottom of the popcorn box. Just because with ruined popcorn, you know. Oh my God. Yeah.
No, you put it in the bottom of a Cracker Jack box and we go, there's an extra prize inside.
Yeah, no, I don't think I would have liked parties at the drive-in. Just because, like, if I went to the drive-in, I wanted to see a movie. I would like to see a movie, you know.
You
And
guys
I-
got it lucky now. You know, dating nowadays compared to back when you were doing it, it just you've got to almost ask bunch of interview questions at this point when you go on a date. Can I see your ID? Do you poop in the shower? You know, things like that. Got to get the important stuff out of the way and know.
Yeah, I would be a horrible date. I think I was a pretty good date when I was, you know, back when I was young and single and stuff. But now I you know, I spend the day being sorry for my wife or feeling sorry for her, and I could not imagine. I could not imagine how unfun I'd be on a date. Yeah, I really, you know, I couldn't even fathom how horrible it would be, you know, to end up with me. Oh my God.
Find
Be
out on
terrible.
July the 3rd.
Yeah. And if I was going like Kelly's saying now, if I was going for the sole purpose of partying, it'd be one thing. Yeah. But the only reason I'd go to the drive-in was to watch a movie.
Or for sex.
Well, yeah, but even when I went and ended up having sex, that wasn't the main purpose for going. The main purpose for going was to watch a movie. You know, this is back when I was a kid. They didn't have these big cineplexes that change movies like now. You've got these huge theaters where they change the movie every week. Back in the 80s, when I was a kid, it'd be the same movie that would play
like 2-3 weeks.
like a month at a time.
Yeah.
And then after they were done in the big theater, then it'd go down to like the dollar theater and you could go watch it there, which was always really crappy.
I mean, I grew up in Gillespie. There was one theater. There was the Canna Theater. And literally, they would play the movie for, like all summer. It would be the same movie. You know what I mean? It'd be,
yeah.
It would play there for, I can't remember how many weeks the movie would be there. And then it would finally switch. And then that was usually the weekend I was going to finally go see it. And that would be the weekend it would switch.
And then you'd be like, damn it, I got to wait for it to come out on TV.
And that was before they had VCR.
Oh.
So they weren't putting movies out on VCR or anything. You'd have to wait for them to end up on TV.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it was a different time. So you young kids, you know,
young.
You guys don't remember it, but I'm saying that's how old I am. I put up a baby picture of myself on Facebook. It was, did you see that? Did you see the picture I put up? And I mentioned, I go, I'm so fucking old that even my baby pictures are in black and white.
Black and white.
Yeah. That was a baby. That's like the only baby picture I have of myself. I don't have any other baby photos. I have just that picture, and it's in black and white because I'm so old. I wish there was some kind of, you know, baby picture of me in color, but there isn't.
Well, I bet you could take it in and get it put in Technicolor.
Well, I'm sure you could. Yeah, it's just crazy. That's how old I am, though. But, you know, sometimes I'm embarrassed to show it because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so old. It's going to make people realize I'm so freaking old. Well, what are you going to do? You know?
Hey, speaking of old stuff and things like that, I found a place in Springfield on Wabash. You were talking a while back about the Betamax tapes that you've got with the old Disaster World Order.
Yeah, I've got a Betamax tape somewhere.
They will convert that to a digital file.
Yeah, I need to.
So I was going to see about coming over and picking that up and getting that done.
Yeah, it's somewhere in the garage. Yeah.
Oh, I better clear a day.
Yeah. I would love to get that all, because we did, like, Rocky put up a bunch of Disaster World Order stuff, like the first 5.
Yeah,
we put those up. We put those up on Patreon for early Patreon users. That was all up there. You know what I mean? But we filmed like months of those. We like all of '99 when SmackDown ran on the WB 23 or whatever.
Yeah, or UPN, wasn't it?
Yeah, but here it ran on WB 23. We didn't have a UPN station in Springfield. So
we did. It was very, 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 very short.
Yeah,
it was like a week, and then it changed to WB.
Yeah, but I'm saying WB 23 is the one that ran SmackDown. They ran it on Saturday nights. The show originally aired on
Thursdays.
I think it aired on Thursday for the rest of the country. Here it aired on Saturday on WB, and we filmed. I want to say. We filmed like there's a whole I can't remember now. I can't remember how many we filmed, but there was months worth.
Yeah.
Good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster.
Hey, morning, Raymond. Hey, I got a story about the old Esquire. Growing up, I didn't have a lot of money, and I got down to what everybody there was saying $1 movies and stuff like that. And my luck is I went to this movie. I was getting on with a chick. The only thing I got out of it was 4 STDs and a rusty old syringe sticking out my leg by the time I got out of that place. It was so dirty. Just disgusting.
And that was just from the candy.
There you go. Yeah. I knew somebody that worked at the Esquire, okay? And we had a kid that was an intern on our show named Jack who worked there. And he would at the end of the night, they would take the popcorn and they put the popcorn in these big garbage bags, you know what I mean? And he would sometimes sneak a garbage bag into us on the Morning Disaster because he worked at the Esquire, and we would eat the popcorn. It was fantastic, but he would also tell stories about the rats, like at the Esquire Theater.
Called rats there.
The Esquire Theater had a rat problem to where people would be. I'm not joking. People would be watching a movie. This is on MacArthur, when the old Karasodas Theater, they would be watching a movie and they would feel something near their feet, or they would think they felt something. You felt something. It was a rat that was crawling around your feet. That's the stuff that was going on. That's the reason that they shut it down, is because of the rat infestation at the Esquire Theater. I remember, I think there was one, I think maybe there was one movie that I saw at the Esquire.
You went with Sean, didn't you?
No, I think when I first started in Springfield in 1980, when I worked at YMG.
No.
I think I went to some movies, but this is in the 90s when they had the rat problem. And maybe it was with Sean, but I do remember going to a movie with someone at the Esquire. And I don't have any rat stories, but that's when they had the rats. It was my buddy saying, "Don't go to the Esquire." I go, "Why?" "Well, you don't want to go to the Esquire. They have rats." "What?" "They have rats." "What do you mean they have rats?" "I mean, rats will crawl around your feet while the movie's on." And then he would tell me that if you went into the theater with a flashlight,
Yeah.
and you shine the flashlight on the floor, they literally would see rats running across the floor during the movies.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's horrible. I mean, it's terrible. But that's how the Esquire Theater was. That's why they shut it down. It was that and people and lagging sales, They shut down the Esquire Theater. Steve says
they could have marketed the rats as a carnival ride during the movie. I mean,
Steve says the Fox in Town and Country Mall had rats. He used to work there. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's why they shut down the Esquire. So I used to also, what I used to like to see movies at the mall. They used to have movies at the mall. Now I don't know what the hell the area is now, but that's where I first saw Iron Man. Was at the mall.
Yeah, they turned it into a church for a while.
Oh, for God's sakes. A church.
Yep.
A church at the mall.
See, that's what I like about Las Cruces is when they shut down the theater at the mall there, they revamped it and they turned it into like a theater with a restaurant where you could actually sit in the booth at the table, watch the movie. You could order your drinks, you could order food, you could order whatever you want during the movie. And it was kind of like sitting at home, but watching a new movie.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know what they're going to do with these malls, but, here's the none of these malls are going to be around.
Yeah, they're going.
A lot of cities are going to have to deal with, malls going away, and I don't know what they're going to do, but. Oh, well.
Turn it into internet broadcasting station.
No, the internet broadcasting station is in people's homes. You know what I mean? And DZ says the mall area that was the movies is now Cooper's Hawk. The restaurant.
The hell is Cooper's? Oh.
Yeah, well, look at that. I had no idea. I've never been to Cooper's Hawk.
Is that like Lums?
Well, no, it's that I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to go to dinner in the mall. You know what I mean? I just don't.
Let's go to dinner. Where's a good spot?
Although
I
was thinking the other day, I was thinking yesterday, I'd love to take my wife out to dinner. Of which, by the way, I'm pretty sure my wife and daughter go to dinner all the time without me.
Now we're back to conspiracy theories.
No, I'm convinced that they go to dinner without me.
Maybe I could see lunch.
No, I think they go to dinner because my daughter gets off work like at 5 something, and my wife my wife gets off work at 5:30. Okay. And then the two of them don't even bother. They don't even come home until, like last night, it was almost 7 o'clock when they came home.
Yeah, they went to dinner.
Yeah. They went to dinner.
How do you know that they didn't go like feed the ducks or something?
No, because here's why. They come home. Oh, I went to the store and my wife grilled a steak for me last night. That was my dinner, was a little steak and some asparagus. Okay. That was my dinner. My daughter ate nothing. My wife, nothing. She ate nothing for dinner.
Yeah, they went to dinner.
They went to dinner. They went to dinner without me, and they just didn't tell me. They could have told me and said, "Hey, we're going to dinner. You want to go?" God forbid they invite me.
You can't drive anywhere right now.
They could pick me up. Both of them have cars. I pay for their cars. Well, I mean, I would if I, I'm just saying they went to dinner. Spent a bunch of money on dinner, and I had nothing. I was just sitting here worried about them. So I'm like, where are they? And then, of course, in my mind, it's like, oh my God, maybe there's an accident, or maybe they were robbed. I don't know where they them being in a robbery popped into my head, but it did. At some point, I was like, oh my God, maybe they were robbed. I don't even know how I jumped to that conclusion. Suddenly, they're like Bruce Wayne's parents in my mind.
Oh, come on. If it was anything, it should have been, oh, man, maybe they got held up. Maybe something. Oh, no. They got cornered by Sean.
No. It should have been they went to dinner, because that's what they did. Is anybody thinking there was anything going on other than dinner?
Not now.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's what they did. They went out to go eat without me. And then neither one wanted to tell me what they were doing. So they just, they just came home and ignored filling me in. Because maybe you guys are right. Maybe they're just living their own life, and I'm just a drain.
Regretting even planting that seed in your head.
I'm just a drain, is all it is. Oh well.
Well, at least you're not a poop-filled drain.
Yeah, like Fat 420's drain.
Yeah.
You had to circle back.
Yeah.
Yes,
Stomping it. I'm just picturing him stomping it.
Need to give Ray a laugh. He's getting all depressed, so we got to go back to Fat 420.
I'm just picturing him stomping it down the drain. That's all.
Waffle stomper.
Yep. I'm just picturing some stomping going on.
Not a falafel. Just waffle.
Yep.
Plop,
Sir,
plop, stomp, stomp. There's Fat
Sir,
420 this morning.
Sir Stomp a lot. Yeah. Stomping it down the drain. There you go. Lifting a leg. Is that what he claimed? He's lifting a leg.
He lifted a leg, like like the Captain Morgan commercial. Doing a captain stance and then drop two.
Lifting a leg, letting it fly, and then stomping it down the drain. There you go. Hello, you're on the Morning Disaster.
Raymond, this is Batman.
Hi, Batman.
I saw your wife and daughter coming out of the opera house last night. I intervened, and before they could do anything to her and your daughter, I dropped him in a vat of chemicals. He's on the loose now, but take care.
Ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Yeah. They're
I'm not wearing comfy pants.
They're responsible for the creation of the joke.
The waffle stomper.
Yeah. I've got you, Batman. I'm the waffle stomper. There you go.
You can't give him a deep voice like that. You gotta give him a weird, wacky, crazy voice.
If you guys wanted to picture it, there you go.
You can't do anything to me, sir. I am the waffle stomper.
He's lifting his leg and lifting his leg in the shower, and then stepping
I
on
did
it.
not harm you outside in the world, but tried to fight me in the shower.
I'm going to leave you in fecal fear.
It is I, Batman, your number one villain, the Waffle Stomper.
Your number one, number two villain.
Batman, I love to commit crimes, but only in the shower. So the ways to stop me are very simple. Either beat me within an inch of my life and put me in Arkham Asylum, or just ask me to leave the shower.
I'm going to poison the city's water supply.
I'm going to poison everyone by pooping in the shower.
And for extra measure, I had corn last night.
I will contaminate your city's water supply.
While I get clean, you will get dirty.
It is I, Batman, the Waffle Stomper.
Fat 420 probably poops in the shower and then turns it into a poop man, like a snowman, before he stomps it down the drain.
America's #1 villain, right there, for all your delights, everybody.
Stomper.
Oh my God!
I think Fat 420's just been renamed
The Stomper.
the Waffle Stomper.
Oh well. Okay, so there might be a fireworks shortage this summer.
What?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Did One-Eye Jack come back to life and buy them
So
all?
you were talking about they're gonna do fireworks on that, on the Sliders game that we have tickets to give away for. You know.
Yep.
We're saying
We
that's
got tickets
also
to give away.
You're saying that there is a fireworks after that show, right?
They are planning on it. Yeah.
Maybe there isn't, because according to a news report, there is going to be a fireworks shortage for the 4th of July. And fireworks, for those who purchase fireworks, they're going to be a lot more expensive.
You know what? The hell with that. I drive a truck, and I know where Indiana and Missouri are at. If they need fireworks, we're getting fireworks.
How can there be a shortage? Because there were no fireworks last year. They should have had a stockpile of fireworks.
Some places that sell them,
the
places that sell them haven't been able to get as many fireworks because of the pandemic. One store in Minnesota says their stock is down 30%, and they're still waiting on shipments from China.
Oh, that's friggin'.
And they don't know if they'll get them in time.
Boomland in Missouri, they are stocked.
Also, all the major fireworks shows got canceled last summer, and people bought more of them for backyard celebrations.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So there's no overstock left from last year, which is usually what they sell.
Yeah.
You know, at those fireworks shops. So several vendors are expecting prices to be like 30% higher than they were last year. Holy crap. And then as for people who shoot the fireworks, because they got to start ordering those fireworks, in like March.
Yeah.
Well, because they didn't know where this pandemic was, and if there would even be 4th of July celebrations, they couldn't order the supplies. So, did they go ahead and order anyway, or did they hold off and order?
You know what? We would have to check with Brian or with Todd and find out for sure, which I'm working on getting them to start appearing on the shows and giving us updates with the sliders too.
Well, I'm saying that I don't know Springfield providers if they ordered or not. But I'm saying that they're expecting nationwide, they are expecting a shortage. So
I have a truck, I have a trailer, and I have a desire to see fireworks.
I'm just supposed to say fireworks are illegal in the state of Illinois. So,
well, as long as somebody doesn't report me and I get pulled around back behind a friggin' way station again.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm not a lawbreaker.
All over yogurt.
If I know,
yes, you are you're a lawbreaker.
If I know,
you gotta go to court.
If I know, no, I don't have to go to court. I mean, I do have to go to court, but
yeah, because you broke the law.
Well, I wasn't breaking it.
You drove without a license. That's breaking the law.
Okay.
Just because you didn't get a ticket out of it doesn't mean you didn't break the law.
And by the way, it's such a pain in the ass.
No.
All I wanted to do was get a Zoom hearing, because I don't have a wheelchair or a rascal, but I can't. Here's the thing with the court. The courtroom, it's so big, you got to walk a lot. I can't walk that much. So I'm going to have to go to court on Friday, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. I honestly don't know, because I can't walk. I just can't walk that, And they have no they don't have, I got to be honest, the treatment they have for disabled people is kind of disgusting. It really is. But oh well.
Well, you should start being an advocate then. Get them to change it.
I am.
I'm sure there's some sort of ADU law.
I am.
You're going to start. We need to fund for Sangamon County Jail and Courthouse to take better care of disabled felons.
Well, I'll tell you what though. Like for example, here's the situation with me, Mr. Smartass. Here's my situation. I don't own a wheelchair, and I don't own a Rascal or any other motorized vehicle. I don't have any of that shit, you know. I don't have it. So, and that's because usually if I walk in short doses, you know what I mean, I can make it around places.
Right.
Okay. Because the courthouse, there's a lot of walking. Plus, you got to go get an elevator. You got to stand in the elevator, and it's really hard for someone like me. Okay.
There's a lot of inclines there too.
Yeah, it's like I can't even walk up. I can't even walk up the stairs. I can't walk up the stairs. Well, I'm not gonna walk. So if you walk the ramp's longer than there's more walking if you take the ramp than they taking the stairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's already railings to hold on to. It's a big pain in the ass. So they don't have any conditions. If they had wheelchairs that you can borrow or something, maybe it could help. But they just don't have it. And there's no conditions set in place for you to get that stuff, you know. I should have listened to my knee doctors. When my knee doctor told me, Ray, you can't walk. You've got to go to a wheelchair. Or I forgot. He had another word for a Rascal. And I can't remember. But I didn't want to do it. I said, no, I don't want to do it. I want to, you know. So that's when I started going to Fit Club. So I could at least, you know, try to walk a little easier. By the way, now they're telling me even if I weighed 150 pounds, I still couldn't walk because my knees are that shot. I need knee replacement surgeries on both my knees. That's what I need. But I can't get it until my BMI is down to where they can give me the surgery, you know.
Which you're doing great with.
Yeah, but no, it's gonna take time.
Right.
You know.
Well, I could,
and here's the reason why I didn't move to the chair, because I know that when people move to wheelchairs or stuff like that, they just don't get out of them. You know what I mean? You know,
I could build you a hover round or something to get around. I mean, put a Harley V twin on it.
The whole thing is, you know what I mean? I would like to be able to walk again, but I can't. And so this is the reason I didn't take the wheelchair and stuff when the doctor was telling me this is what I needed to do. I decided to go to Fit Club and somehow improve. And I think because I've gone to Fit Club, I've been able to keep walking as long as I have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like by the time I turned 53, I should have been unable to walk. But I can still walk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can still walk, but I shouldn't have been. That's from what the doctors were saying. I shouldn't have been able to, but that's because in my mind, I'm convinced that once you go to that not walking, you're never going to walk again. It's not like I'm going to go to a wheelchair and then get my knees replaced and then I'll be okay. No, I think once I go to a wheelchair, I'm going to spend the rest of my life in a wheelchair. And I didn't want to do that. But now I'm in this situation, and Sangamon County makes it fucking harder and harder. They won't do anything to help you. I just think it's wrong. So yeah, I'd love to become an advocate for people who are disabled. It sucks. I mean, I guess I'm not technically disabled, But I feel for the people that are, because the accessibility issue, it's insane. And by the way, they did have Zoom court because of COVID, they had Zoom court, but God forbid someone get it because they're disabled. So, I'd love to help out if I can in any way, because it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So, I feel for people in the situation. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that I can still walk.
Right.
But I walk in 10 feet increments, Like if I walk 10 feet, I'm good. After 10 feet, I need to lean against something or sit in a chair or whatever. And then when the pain stops, I get up and walk some more. You know what I mean? So I go 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, blah, blah, blah. All those different ways. That's how it works. So if I had a wheelchair or something, then I could go do the court thing easy on Friday. But obviously, there's no place that you can just borrow wheelchairs. You know what I mean? There should be hey, listen, I'm going to need to borrow a wheelchair. There's got to be a place you can rent them or borrow or something. And I can't find a place to do it. You either have to, Kelly says she had to have knee replacement at 51. Yeah. She says, I'll feel so much better when I can get there. Yeah. I have to get both of my knees replaced. That's, I don't talk about my medical stuff that often, but that's what it is. I have to get them both replaced. And they don't replace them at the same time. You've got to get one done at a time.
And then you got to wait and then get the other one done, right?
Yeah. But I can't get them replaced until my body mass index gets down under a certain level, and then they won't give me the surgery. Okay. And I don't want to go to a wheelchair because the fear is I'll never get out of it. So there is no solution other than to keep working out to eat better and keep working out to lose the weight. It's just ridiculous. It really is. And it's a hard situation to go through. And the fact that no one has any sympathy for it is disgusting. It really is. It's disgusting. There are people that are going through rough times and no one ever gives a shit. And I just find that ridiculous. But we live in a society where right now, rather than attacking businesses for paying people too little, they're attacking people on unemployment. But oh well. Oh well. What do you do?
Well, at least here we attack people who poop in showers.
Yeah, rightfully so. We attack people who should be attacked. Those who poop in a shower and flush it, and then want to flush it down the drain. Those are the ones we
stomp
attack.
it down the drain.
Yeah.
Even worse.
They stomp it. Yeah, they stomp it down the drain.
And then get out of the shower without even washing their feet after they stomp it down the drain. That's disgusting.
Oh, how troubling.
I wouldn't want to do that laundry either.
Just troubling.
The scourge of Gotham City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The waffle stopper. Batman's new arch villain. The waffle stomper. I'll get you, Batman. Waffle stomper.
Well, let's see. On this show, since we've been back, we've talked about a Hitachi.
Yeah.
And it became a character. Tyler's penis.
Tyler's penis, yes.
Now, Waffle Stomper 420.
Yeah. Steve's tumor.
Steve Toomer.
You know what it's time to do now?
Time to give away some tickets?
No.
Oh.
Time to call Hillbilly Joe.
Oh, God.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Damn.
Is not available.
Was that? I don't know if that maybe was that Hillbilly Joe. Maybe that wasn't his number.
See, now that's somebody I think that would enjoy waffle stomping would be Hillbilly Joe.
Oh, I'm sure he has stomped a waffle or two. Yeah, I don't know which number is Joe's in this in this array of numbers I have.
I know it written down.
I need to write down. I need to be able to put people's names on these different numbers. Oh well. Oh well. I tried to call him. I think I don't know. Maybe that wasn't the number. Maybe it's this one. Let's see if this is it. God damn, that's loud.
No, that's a bad sign.
Hello.
Joe?
There's no Joe here at this number.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was calling Joe.
Okay.
I thought this was Hillbilly Joe. Damn. All right, that wasn't Joe. Damn.
Safe again.
Yeah, I was trying to. I can't. How do I not know what number is in? I was gonna call. I can't remember. I don't know which number is his. Goddamn Hillbilly Joe. All right, I tried to call him, but I forgot. But I couldn't. Can't figure out his number.
That fucking Joe.
Yeah.
Waffle stomping away.
Yeah. Oh well. I tried.
Well, at least we're safe.
Yeah. Oh well. Chamberlain's birthday, everyone. We should all be celebrating. Oh well.
There. I had to set the trailer up and get it running.
Fat 420 want to know what's worse, someone stomping waffles or someone stealing show members and paying them to be on their shows. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's worse. Fat 420.
It's stomping your poop is always worse.
Not accept criticism from someone who gives his word and it backs out over $5 a month because it has to go on his weed problem, or someone who stomps his own turds down the drain. Savage.
I might give him another scholarship.
Dead.
Don't do it.
Oh,
hey, by the way, Friday's show is going to be, because of this court thing. Friday's show is going to have to be Friday evening for the subscription show this week. Does that make any sense?
Ray Lytle's primetime disaster.
Yeah, because for a couple reasons. Because TJ's going on his vacation, so there wasn't going to be a mayhem show. So if we just do the night later version of Morning Disaster, we could fill in for that show, and at the same time, we could do the show because I won't be available in the morning. You know, I mean that makes sense, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the plan Friday. All
A
right.
vacation that I have earned.
Yeah. Here we go. TJ's earning his vacation.
You know what? I haven't taken a vacation in 3 years.
Well, good.
So I'm due. And
Vacations-
it's only a 3-day vacation.
Vacations are overrated.
They're for white people, along with working.
Yeah, vacations are for white people.
Yeah, you only say that because you're not going on vacation with
By
your
the way,
wife.
I haven't had a vacation. I haven't had a vacation in years. When I worked I never got a vacation at WMAY. Like everybody else who worked there got a fucking vacation. I never got one. And they would say, "Oh, Ray, you could take some time off and get a vacation." I'll be like, "No, I want a paid vacation." I mean, the coolest thing about vacation is you take some time to go do something to chill out, and you're paid for it. You know, you know what I mean? So I guess technically, I could go on vacation. My family and I could go somewhere, but I'm not going to get paid for it. So that's not a vacation. You know? Because now I could vacation whenever I want. But being unemployed, every day could be a vacation if I wanted it. But it isn't. A vacation is a clearly defined thing. Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So,
well, don't worry. Your wife and daughter will go on vacation without you.
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. By the way, they will. They will. They're already. My wife already mentioned something about how. Oh, as the pandemic's coming to an end, Belle and I will be going to Corpus. We'll be doing a trip out to my mother's, and I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, technically, it's not like I have a job to go to or anything. You know what I mean?
You could go with them.
I could go with them. Yeah. By the way, as they're talking about their trip, here's one thing that has not come up. Oh, maybe Raid want to go. No, that has not come up.
Okay, that's it. Ray, I'm bringing you back a big bag of Mexican candy.
No, here's what they talk about. They talk about, well, who's going to help you when we're gone? What? Somebody needs to help you. So they want to get my brother's schedule. Well, maybe Goose will swing by and help you every day. And I'm like, no, he could give a shit about me. He's not going to want to come by. But they didn't even invite me. I'm saying, you know, that they could have at least said, "Oh, we'd love it if you would come," but they don't. Just like last night, they could have invited me to go to dinner. I might have said no, but at least I would have been invited. You know, I'm just sick of never being invited to anything. No one invites me anywhere. Except TJ. TJ fucking over invites me to everything.
You bitch about not being invited anywhere, and then somebody actually takes the time to invite you somewhere, and then you bitch about being invited somewhere. Make up your fucking mind, old man.
I say you over invite me. That's what I'm saying. You over invite me.
I haven't invited you to shit the last couple of months.
You over invite me. It would be nice to be invited. It would be nice to be invited. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Bet Fat 420 would invite you over to his shower.
Yeah, Fat 420. Fat 420 wants me to come over and take a shower with him. Sure, Fat 420. I'll be over. I'll be
You
over.
just
and
know to run when the leg goes up.
Will you promise? Will you?
We can have a dual Cleveland steamer.
Do you promise to stop mine too? I want to go. I want to go into Fat 420. I'm going to go into Fat 420 shower and let it fly, but then he has to be the one that stops it.
You're just gonna leave it lay there and get out.
Fat 420 says, "Everyone's allowed to come shit in my shower, but only I am allowed to stomp it down. No one else is allowed to stomp it but me. I am the official waffle stomper of my own shower."
That's where it is. It's the satisfaction of stomping it down.
Yeah.
That's the turn on.
That's the joy.
Poop fetish. He's got a fetish of poop between
Yeah.
the toes.
The joy for Fat 420 is the stomping.
Now I kind of feel bad because now I'm kink shaming.
How bizarre. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. Yeah. That's the key. He wants to make sure it's properly stomped. Only I do the stomping in my bathroom. No one else stomps but me.
Yeah, he wants the corn between his toes later.
Leave the stomping to me, for I am the waffle stomper. Just saying, everybody in your heads, you can visualize Fat 420 stomping some waffles. I thought it was funny when I visualized him squatting in the shower.
So now
But
you're
now-
visualizing doing the Captain Morgan stand.
Yeah, he has to lift. He says he lifts a leg. He says he lifts a leg and it slides out.
Do you feel like the captain? I do.
God bless it. I'll tell you. Oh well. Oh well. Oh God, the things I find enjoyment on are very troubling.
Sometimes.
Oh well.
God.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm getting the mental image. This is bad.
All right, here's a server. Servers were telling a bunch of different stories, and here's one I want to
Hopefully
share.
not somebody pooping at the table.
Well, I want to share this with you guys. I want to share this story with you. This is a Reddit thing, okay? Let me hide the screen share of the waffle stomper. Hold on. Okay. This guy comes in and spoils his date. He orders expensive stuff, including an entire array of appetizers. When the bill came, wanting to impress his date, he insisted on paying. Is dating? And I don't date. I haven't dated in 30 years, but I do know that there's a thing now where a lot of people split dates. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, this guy said,
Not my age group.
This guy demanded you pay for your dates, TJ. Like,
Yeah, I do.
All right. All right. So this guy demanded to pay for the date. He paid a $289 bill. Right? And then he tipped the waiter $100.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Whoa.
Then he and his date, who was impressed, left. But the guy ran back into the place alone and called over the waiter and demanded they reduce his tip to just $20.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then he said,
Bullshit.
then he said if they didn't reduce it down to $20, which by the way, $100 out of $289, a $289 bill, a $100 tip's 35%, right? But a $20 tip is only 7%. So an actual tip is supposed. What's the standard tip? About 15%.
It should be 20 or more.
Oh, 20%. Okay.
Yeah, I usually do.
I do 20%.
So this guy wanted to cut it down to $20, which is only 7%. And then he was a jerk, and he told the restaurant if it didn't go through correctly, he would dispute it with his credit card company. So the waiter, I'm sorry, the waitress. It was a waitress. So the waitress said whatever, and then reduced the tip to just $20, right? And then she waited. And when the guy ran back out to the car to explain to his date, why he ran in, the waitress followed him out and she tapped on the window. And when the guy rolled down the window, she said in front of the date, she goes, "Sir, I had to make sure to get you. If you want us to reduce your tip from $100 to just $20, you're going to have to sign a new receipt." And so she offered the new receipt for the guy to sign, and he signed it. And the waitress said the date was just glaring at him. You know what I mean? That she looked stunned and embarrassed. And the guy was fuming.
Good. He should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Don't pull that crap if you're not going to do it.
If you didn't have the money, you shouldn't have left that big a tip. To leave that big a tip and then take it away is wrong. It's one thing if you say, "Oh, you know what? I wish I could tip you more." This is just, be honest. If you leave the $20 and say, "Listen, I promise I'll swing back later and give you some cash," whatever. You don't, but you don't.
Even if you left the $20 tip, the waitress would have been like, "All right, well that sucks, but whatever," and moved on with her life. But you made the incident happen by trying to
for the waitress
flex in front of your date.
Yeah, and for the waitress to think she was getting $100 and then to lower it is kind of shitty. You know what I mean?
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Now I have left a tip that big, but I do it in cash, and then I'll sit out in the car and I'll watch the reaction. That's fun.
So you'll leave a big tip like that, and then you'll watch them receive it.
Yeah. Like I said, that's a lot of fun because waiters and waitresses and bartenders it's just unappreciated jobs.
Yeah.
So that makes their day when they get something like that.
Yeah.
If they did really good service, it's worth the tip.
Yeah.
Yep. When they get crappy tips, it's just like someone walked into their bathroom and shit in their shower and stomped them down the drain.
Exactly.
You mean they just stomped the shit down the drain?
That's right.
Horrible. I mean, who would do such a thing? Just horrible.
Like they were attacked by Gotham City's waffle stomper.
Do you masturbate while you're watching the waitresses receive your tip, TJ?
No, I do not.
Not gonna lie, I was thinking the same thing.
Of course you were.
Yeah. Nah, you leave. By the way, the move is to leave the $100 tip, unlike a $30 bill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
you
you
want
get a bill.
to really over tip than
You know.
$100 tip on a $50 bill. Or
Well,
whatever.
we used to go like to breakfast or something. You know what I mean? And you get breakfast, and there's like an $18 bill, and you leave a $20 tip. Holy crap!
Right.
That's
That's their day.
that was my move. That was my move.
Yep.
Because people would go, "Holy shit, that's a what a generous." Oh, Ray Lytle's a generous tipper, but really, it was only, it was under $40 combined. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because what you do is you let the other person get whatever they want, and then you get the cheap meal, and then you over tip.
I'm just saying, if you get breakfast or lunch, that's a cheap bill, so you could leave a bigger tip.
Yep.
That was easy for you to do too, because you'd go with Jimmy and he'd eat all the table scraps off of everybody's tables, and then you got like a $10 bill.
Or you know what I mean? I had the money, and you really over tip. That was my move. I wasn't big going out to dinner and tipping. However, there was a time when my wife and I would invite people out to dinner, and I always ended up paying.
So
for
something
everybody.
haven't changed.
Like I always ended up paying for everyone, which don't get me wrong, I like doing it, but you at least wanted people to you at least wanted people to offer
to chip in,
especially now. Like I was talking about my Peoria, like my Peoria days. I'd invite people that worked with me from Rock 106. We'd all go to dinner, and I would just pay the bill.
Right.
And some of those people are doing quite well now. It would just be nice. It would just be nice if someone that I had done a nice thing for in my past, would do something nice for me now. You know what I mean? I just if any type of reciprocation would be like now, it would be nice to get any type of reciprocation, and it just never is. You know what I mean? Like no one from my past ever does anything nice for me. I had people live with me for free.
No.
They don't do anything nice for me. Even though they're doing quite well now, I'm obviously temporarily on the bad end of things. Nobody does anything nice for me. You know what I mean? No. Everybody's like, fuck him. They go, well, at least, so it's temporary? Yeah. So you'll be back again. Oh, so you'll be paying for dinner for all of us again at that point. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that people I've done nice things for in the past, it would just be nice if there was some reciprocation. That's all I'm saying. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's people who have done nice things for me in the past that I should reciprocate as well. You know what I mean? But it is shitty. So if you can help out, if you're gonna go now that the pandemic's coming to an end and we're going out to eat again, leave some nice tips.
Yep.
It'd be like TJ and masturbate while he watches. The people get their big tips.
They've been putting up with your garbage for almost a year and a half. So
Yeah.
That's only if Nick's in the car with me. You know, I get some carpal tunnel. He can reach over and help out.
Hey, that's the best way to do it. Using Nick's hand.
Right.
It's my
I got some
third
good-
favorite.
I got
That's
some
my
good-
third favorite way to masturbate, using Nick's hand.
I've got some good arms going now. So
Nick said he's better. Nick has said he's better than everybody, so I'm sure he's better at masturbating than I am.
my endurance is kicked in.
Do you
That's why he's got a bigger right forearm than a left.
I know. I got to balance them out.
does anybody want to know the green flags to look for when job hunting?
The green flags?
The
or red
green
flags?
flags. Yes, my friend.
What are the
The
positives?
green flags. This is these are signs that tell you the workplace and employees are worth your time. This is the kind of place you want to work at. Oh, all right. Number one, low
Stable career
turnover
field.
rate. Low turnover rate. It shows employee satisfaction.
Yes, that's true.
Number two, if you visit
That
the
counts out
office,
Walmart.
if you visit the office and you see employees are talking or laughing. Number three, if the position is open because the person was promoted and not terminated. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you find that out?
I don't know. I assume that the person was terminated.
Yeah, that or they left for a different job, not promoted.
Yeah. When the
Or retired.
when the interviewer tells you the opportunities for advancement and raises while you're interviewing. If nobody is wearing a suit or dress suit, or dress shirt, it implies a very casual vibe. Yeah, I would like that.
Much more comfortable.
Yeah. Friendly receptionist. Seeing employees taking breaks. That's a green flag. Laziness. What if it's smoke breaks? I only want
It's
to work
always
for a
smoke
place
breaks.
where I walk up and everybody's standing outside smoking cigs. That's my kind of place. Do people still take smoke breaks?
Yes.
Yes,
I can't believe it. I mean, it's 2021.
but now
What
they
kind of white-
now they go out to their cars and do it.
What kind of white trash is still smoking? I mean,
Half of
geez.
Jacksonville.
I mean, what kind of trash is still smoking? What kind of pieces of garbage are still smoking cigarettes? Good Lord.
Kind of gainfully employed.
Number 8, being told it's okay to make mistakes. Number 9, the interview process includes a test or exercise to check your abilities. That's a green flag?
That's a green flag?
Yeah, that seems kind of intrusive.
That's fucking annoying. I hate those.
Yeah.
Here, let's do this personality test while you fill out your application.
Yeah, I mean, that seems kind of a pain.
And it's the same damn question, just phrased 15 different ways.
And number 10, if the interviewer tells you the worst part of the job, that's a good sign.
Yeah.
I have no idea why that would be a good sign.
Because then you know what you're getting into.
You're looking at the bad with the good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what when I used to manage, I would always tell them what the worst part of the job was.
I mean,
When
the
doing
positive
interviews.
side is you got regular advancement, you've got regular
Yep.
raises. The downside is we've got a guy that poops in the shower here.
Yes.
I like what Fat 420 says. He says, the one who gets the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is the one who takes a smoke break. Yeah.
Hypocrite.
He's right. He's taking the smoke break. The Johnson
You know,
Johnson. That's the
you know, I
smoke
could
breaker.
ruin your whole day with that.
That's a smoke break taker. The
I
Johnson
could
and Johnson.
ruin. I could ruin your whole day with that.
With what?
Well, you know, you were harping on the vaccine so badly that I told you it was Johnson and Johnson, but let's just
Yeah.
ruin your day now. It was actually a Pfizer.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you! And you only got one shot. When did you get? When did
No,
you get the
I
second
got
one?
both of them. I got
Did
both
you,
of them.
are you serious? Did you really get the Pfizer?
Yes, I did.
By the way, I saw yesterday the most effective. Did you see what the most effective vaccine is?
The Moderna
The Moderna.
for kids 12 to
Yeah.
16.
The kids that are getting the shots now, like a 16-year-old who gets a Moderna shot,
It's like
they are-
100% effective.
They are 100% effectively vaccinated.
Good for them.
I didn't see TJ's card, by the way.
Hang on. I'm in a traffic jam, so I can't exactly go rooting through my wallet and dealing with stupid people at the same time.
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me.
Oh, is it now? There it is. There you go.
You know what? I don't even want the Pfizer.
You can't
I
return it.
don't want it. I don't want it now. I didn't know it was cursing through his veins. I actually got the Moderna. I got the
Where's
Moderna.
your card? It says Pfizer.
All I know is by the way, I still feel select. I can't help who they were putting it into. All I know is I still feel like a selected person getting my Pfizer. And I still feel better than even though Moderna is the one that's now 100% effective. I still feel better than them. I still feel better. And I think that TJ faked that. I think it's been faked.
Think, huh?
Yeah. I don't I question it. I question
Your wife saw it on Sunday and laughed her ass off.
I just find it disturbing. I just find your lies very disturbing. That's all.
Somebody had to get you.
I don't feel any I don't feel lower because of it.
That's fine.
By the way, there's a guy in Iowa
It shouldn't.
who was very angry. Was very angry because of his neighbor. He said his neighbors had still not mowed their lawn. Okay. So this guy, 53-year-old Lee Bowman of Sioux City, Iowa, started freaking out. And he knocked on his neighbor's door and he said, "Mow your damn lawn." They said they hadn't had time to mow it yet. Good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster.
Hey, Raymond. Hey, I'm actually in healthcare, and I tell you what, that Moderna vaccine, I give vaccines too. I give the Johnson & Johnson. But that Moderna that I got back in March, I had my ass handed to me with that thing. I mean, honestly, I don't even come close to recommending that. I mean, Johnson & Johnson's the way to go, but it's less effective. But years for a week, this started 2 weeks after my, vaccine. And then I haven't slept the same since, but that's just my input. I don't know if you've heard anybody suffering from that whole
Yeah,
Moderna
no,
deal,
I
but
hadn't. Yeah, I hadn't talked to anybody who had any kind of,
yeah,
anything over like a few hours of side effect.
sure. Yeah, there's an EMT I know that good health, better health than even myself, and whenever he goes to bend over, he feels like he's going to pass out.
I'll be damned. No.
Every time he goes to bend over, and this is months ago he had it. So I don't know, dude. It's crazy.
I mean, I got the Pfizer, and I literally felt nothing and had no symptoms of anything.
Sweet.
No side effects
Sweet.
of anything.
Well, hey man, thanks as always. I appreciate you.
Oh, thank you, buddy. And Nick, you had no side effects. TJ had no side effects. Everybody I know who had Pfizer had the best experience.
Yeah, it was quick, easy, painless, done.
All right. So anyway, this guy in Iowa, he knocked on the neighbor's door, told them to mow their lawn. They said they hadn't had time. And then he stole the registration sticker off their car.
What?
Because they didn't mow their grass. So then he stayed angry, and they took another day and they didn't mow it. And he went and knocked on their door again. They said, we haven't had time. Anyway, the guy was mowing his yard. And they said, if you're so bothered, you mow it, whatever, we'll get to it when we have time. And then the guy went nuts. He grabbed a bunch of sticks and plywood and he dumped it next to the corner of the people's house. All right. Then
he didn't light it.
Then he took gas out of his lawnmower and he lit it, and it caught their house on fire. He attempted to burn the neighbor's house down because he didn't like the length of their lawn.
And their grass.
Yeah. So he tried to burn the house down. Well, the fire department got there before it completely burned down. And it cost thousands. It cost thousands of dollars in damage. And the police, with about a 5-minute investigation, figured out who did it,
Of course.
And they had a conversation with him, and he admitted the whole thing. The firefighters who put the house out, they knew it was caused by an accelerant, though. They knew that it was an arson because of the way that the fire was burning. So the firemen figured it out like that, and the police figured out this is the guy that did it like that. So they arrested him, and now he's got charges: 1st-degree arson, 2nd-degree criminal mischief. He's on bail, awaiting his trial. By the way, for those of you wondering what this guy looks like, he looks exactly like you think he does. All right. I'm going to share for you the picture. I'm going to share for you the picture of the guy.
Post Malone.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh my God.
That guy looks like a waffle stomper.
He looks like a local stage actor who got busted for child porn. Not that stage actors do that, but
that's what he looks like.
Very expressive.
That's a guy
I was expecting the picture of the waffle stomper.
Yeah, no, I would never say that. I certainly would never imply that Fat 420 is. I would certainly never imply that Fat 420 is lighting things on fire. Yeah, no, he's not an arsonist. He just poops in the shower. So I just once again, this is the picture of a man.
Maybe he just has. Maybe he just has a thing for stomping things, and then he just figured out another way of doing it.
Yeah, that's the guy who poops in the shower. The guy that I'm with, that's showing now.
Well,
Yeah, the other guy was the guy who, who's up to no good.
Lit the house on fire after pooping in the shower.
Yeah,
here I am at the race. Boogity boogity poop.
this is the guy that just tried to put the fire out by going. You know what this fire needs? Some poop. Let me go to the shower and I'll take care of it. By the way, Sean Balinson, who's still deciding where he's going, where people are going to celebrate his birthday.
I'm thinking the banquet room at Bill's Toasty.
If they're going to go to the
It's very
drive-in.
popular.
What is with you and your birthday?
You know what? I have used it for it's not that I'm a big fan of my birthday. Worst days of my life have happened on my birthday. But yeah, I live a weird existence where I know so many people, and I just try to use it as an excuse to see people. And I usually have a hard time following. I find it very weird trying to set up a get together, but I just, at this stage in life, it's like, well, like my 50th birthday, we had a crowd of 3. I see all these guys, their wife
Here's the thing with your
goes
birthday. What you're on Facebook talking about your birthday, and here's the possibilities, and here's like 10 choices. No, just say, listen, it's my birthday. If anyone wants to feel, I would like to do something. If anyone would like to be part of it, come to one location, one place, blah blah blah. Thank you.
Well, yesterday we talked about
you have
gender
to give
fluid.
like 10 choices. Oh,
I'm
fuck.
there were some one-liners in there.
Hey, Papa
I'm
Joe's
also
soda.
geographic fluid, shall we say?
I mean, for
Just kind of a
God's
scattered
sakes.
bunch of people. It's a weird existence. I wouldn't
Forgot-
recommend it.
Just name one place and tell people. We got to name like 15 places for.
Well, if this AMC stock of mine keeps going up, I'll be. Wish I'd have bought more. I'd maybe do it at some kind of. Maybe I'll do it next time at Panther Creek.
I just don't get it. I mean, who
Yeah,
wants to
no,
go I mean, happy birthday, by the way. But
yeah, thanks. I used to have I had get together. It's just weird throwing your own party. I'm really not.
yeah, who wants to celebrate it?
Yeah, I mean it's just weird, but yeah, just any excuse. I've had friends move. You know how it is. I've had friends move away. Some have died. It's a different bird, and like I said, 40 was a total washout. 50 was a fiasco. It's those milestone birthdays when you're not married, you don't have kids. I
You're
guess
lucky.
those are the ones that
Feel
really
lucky.
kind of like.
At least your wife and child aren't sneaking off to dinner and not inviting you.
Yeah,
Hiding.
I'm telling you,
hiding their dinners
I'll
from
pay
you.
someone to go to dinner to portray my daughter and my wife. Wear a ring and say, "Oh yeah, I'm married to that guy on the radio."
And by the way, I doubt you'll pay. I doubt you'll pay. Yeah,
Doubt
you
it.
won't- I doubt you'll pay. That's all
I
I'm
would.
saying.
I do pay.
That's
and
all
then
I'm saying.
Plus, I'm trying to pay someone to show up at my funeral to be despondent and pound on a casket and say that I was the one. And I never.
I've got a great idea for your
But
birthday.
I kept
Sean.
her in the
Why don't
friend
you buy Ray
zone.
lunch?
I missed it, brother. What'd you say?
I said I've got a great idea for your birthday. You could buy Ray lunch.
Well, I'll get up there. I'll just have to do that. Ski included.
Don't.
I'll smuggle it if need be.
I'd rather not hang out with Riff Raff. Oh well.
Oh, indeed.
You know
You're
who I'm
not
gonna hang
alone.
out with? You know who I'm gonna hang out with? Waffle
Oh,
Stomper.
well.
That's who I'm gonna hang out with. The Waffle Stomper.
Poop in the shower. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
That's who I'm gonna hang out with.
And your colon's full and you gotta go. poop in the shower. Wank, wank, wank.
Bum, 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 bum,
I think we got a
bum.
hit on our hands. Hey, here's another one from Deep Brown.
By the way, DC says, doesn't this always happen to Sean during holidays or anything? He overcommits to too many things and spends most of the time in his car. Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen it in the past. I've seen him overcommit on New Year's Eve where he says, oh, I'm going to be at this place and this place. And then when it turns midnight, he's in his car driving from one place to the next place. And by the way, when he shows up, everybody's gone.
He had a perfect chance to be around everybody for a benefit. Say, hey, my birthday. Oh, happy birthday. Nope, went to a Peoria game.
Yeah. When he was young, he used to say, oh, I just want someone to make out with at New Year's Eve at midnight. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, be at the location. He would be driving in between places and he'd miss everything. Every fucking year. Every year.
There was a party one year when I was still living in Taylorville, and it was, Villa Rose before Villa Rose became a dump. And, yeah, man, we got this DJ guy from Taylorville, pretty cool dude. So I come up and yeah, I'm going to tear this place up and bragging about how much I'm going to drink. And 9:30 comes and I'm unconscious. And all of a sudden I'm reduced to a weekend at Bernie's prop until I wake up at 3:30. Thank God social media wasn't around.
Good old Sean.
Yeah. Yeah. I had a bunch of hot girls sitting next to me, sitting on me, doing things to my face. But I slept through the whole damn thing.
All I know is when I got over 38, I realized I got to stop making a big deal out of my birthday. So
yeah,
it's
just
like now my wife does nice things for me, and my daughter does nice things for me. I imagine one day my daughter will be married. I imagine whoever his spouse is will do nice things for me too. That's sort of I would hope. But that's it. Everybody else is, everybody else, man, I don't give a shit.
I was going to see if I could do this on DraftKings or FanDuel, but I want to place a futures bet on my death happening on my birthday.
Yeah.
Because I think I've got the birthday curse. So weird things.
Yep. Oh, well, happy birthday, Sean.
Thanks, brother.
It's a fine way to close the show out, letting people know it is your birthday. Everybody go on Sean Blunt's Facebook page and leave him a birthday message.
And the nice thing was my conception did not involve a pitchfork. That's I don't know about you, but that's very meaningful to me.
Your conception was not.
No, it was not coerced.
By the way, I think we did do this bit once around 2003, where the whole thing was us talking about how your conception did not involve a rape, and the whole thing was making fun of Jimmy. And I remember how upset he got. Hey, I can't believe you guys made a lot of jokes about my mother.
Did Jim forget who was there?
The whole thing was we would always point out that Jim was a child of rape, which in hindsight, it does sound pretty bad that we did that. But I do remember around
saying that his grandfather died of shame.
I do remember 2003 or that it was at Sean's birthday. So 2003, I remember Jimmy got really upset. Or was it 2004? Whenever.
Yeah, because the whole family learned that he had died of shame, which was never placed on the death certificate.
But I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 2003 because 2004, I think he had already blown his ass up.
If 2004 was when he blew up his ass. On Mother's Day of all days.
Oh, Holly is Holly's announcing a death for Nick.
Oh?
Yeah, she's announcing a celebrity death. I don't know who she's announcing. She's Mark York dead at 55
From The Office.
Office. Who's Mark York?
Is that the balding guy?
I don't know.
Let me see.
No, I think he was in the. I think he's in the English Office, not the.
Oh. Yes, I
Right?
see.
Not the American.
Billy
Office.
Merchant. I didn't
Yeah.
watch The Office enough. I just I never could warm up to that mockumentary style.
Huh.
Even though I do love Jenna Fisher. And I love that chicken from Popeyes.
Oh, so he was. This guy was on the American Office. Oh,
Yeah, I don't remember him, but I was not a regular watcher.
I love. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite shows of all time. Yeah, I don't know the character though.
The Office. Yeah,
Oh, he played the bumbling branch manager. No, wait. He played he was the paraplegic he was the warehouse guy or somebody. And he was a guy that was in the wheelchair that Steve Carell said horrible things in front of. I'm sort of visualizing who he is now. Yeah. Oh, it's a shame.
Yeah. Another one
Damn.
gone.
Yeah. There you go. Billy Merchant.
Yeah, I don't, and we don't know whether he did in the shower. That's a very unfortunate.
No.
And shame on TMZ for that. They really have dropped the ball.
Billy Merchant, rest
Waffle
in peace.
Stomper reappeared.
Rest in peace, Billy Merchant. Wherever you are, rest in peace. Rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace.
God bless him.
Like nobody stomped you down the drain.
Yep. Rest in peace, my friend. Rest in peace.
That guy is just too damn funny. Yeah, you don't want to cut your grass now? Well, I'll just take care of that. You won't have any grass. You won't have grass or a home to mow.
I had a neighbor get mad because I hadn't mowed my grass in a week and walked over and knocked on the garage door. I'm underneath my lawnmower working on it because it had broke down. You need to get out there and mow.
Rest in peace, Billy Merchant. By the way, that's a picture of Fat 420. That's a picture of Fat 420. It's not Billy Merchant, but that's as close as I can be.
Fat 420 looking satisfied after he shit in the shower.
Here's a picture of Fat 420. There's a picture of Fat 420. Fat 420 proud. Looking very proud after he came out of
the shower pooping closet.
After he came out of the shower, he's looking very proud. God damn. All right.
He's a hoot.
Oh well, we should probably wrap it up now. Oh
And
well.
if only that happened during the pitchfork incident, we would have never known Jim.
So you're saying that because you weren't a child of rape, that you feel better than Jim. You've always felt better than him.
Well, I mean, I got to hold on to something.
Yeah. If that's what makes you feel good.
Poor Jimmy. I was not it was love.
I'm just picking.
It was not. It was consensual.
Oh my god!
Like his parents were constantly on trial.
John, I mean, as long as you're not pooping in the shower, you should feel better than Fat 420 too.
Depends on the shower. You know, if you get a good drain, and
oh God,
you know, when you get those ones with like a bunch of holes, that's not good.
oh
well.
Oh.
Some call it a shower, others call it a bidet.
I'm just hoping that Fat 420 can one day teach Bubba
how to poop in the shower.
Yeah. Maybe he could give some advice.
Poop in the shower. Boom, boom, boom.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum,
Fat 420's pooping.
And by the way, no squatting.
Nachos and tacos too.
Fat 420 claims no squatting. He claims he just lifts his leg.
It's like it's like a waterfall with a special surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would really feel bad for his shower if he lifted that leg and found out he had explosive diarrhea.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry. Wrong waffle stopper. Right, happy birthday to this guy. This child, a man who was not born. Child rape.
That's right.
Yep.
There was no one with a gun or a pitchfork. I'm very proud of that.
Hey,
The
instead
rest-
of a fence, it was consensual.
The rest of the 52 years, I'm not proud of a whole lot.
Yep.
Including my frequently mentioned past bank balances and other stumbles and bumbles through life.
I haven't been able to find any tape of
And my
the old
my wasted reproductive capability.
overdrawn of the old when we would check your bank balance. I haven't been able to find any tape of that.
Man, I mean that was dramatic too. It was just like it's like, well, is Blunt coming to lunch? Well, it was almost like Marine Bank had a Seacrest effect. And the balance is, hey, we'll have your balance after this.
Overdrawn.
Overdrawn. The balance
that was
is
really
$47. Overdrawn.
boy. I mean, how could a girl not just take that guy off the market? Boy, he really had it going on.
Oh well, let's wrap it up today. We've had enough waffle stoppers and children of rape and all kinds of things to make today's show worthy. I hope that everyone has a great rest of your Wednesday and returns to come see us again tomorrow.
When we find out if Sean's bank account really is overdrawn.
I've been on a good run.
Yeah. I see you're staying at a hotel Saturday night.
Yeah, had a lot of points to spend, so
unbelievable.
Yeah, I caught up with somebody, and then somebody passing through town, and then they had to leave, before there's any fun involved. So no, but at the old Wyndham, and got a steal, and then kind of. It's interesting, how if you're up 10, 15 floors, like in the old Hilton, everything starts looking like a train set.
Oh, well.
It doesn't look impressive from the street level, but I was looking down at the county building and the police station, and didn't get the Capitol view, of course. So, but it's something how cool towns look from above.
Yep. There you go. And then you drove to Peoria for some reason.
Yeah, just kind of.
But oh well.
Got a lot on my mind.
Oh, well, everyone.
Birthdays produce a lot of angst.
Put it out of your mind and just enjoy the day, Sean.
Yeah. I sometimes have to drive to clear my head. Plus, I'm like a caged animal with work at home.
I mean, here's the deal. There's a lot of shitty stuff in my life. I don't get hung up on it. I find something that makes me happy. In my case, it's doing this show.
Mhm.
And I do it daily. I feel happy when I do this show.
It's interesting. There are things that I think there are things in life that make me happy, but have side effects. I mean, I enjoy doing Nashville traffic and interviews and kind of just being plugged in over many hours, without working at a breakneck pace. But then you just kind of hit that wall like, oh my God, I got to get outside. And driving's always been my therapy.
I hate to drive. I hate it.
No,
I don't even like leaving. Don't even like leaving.
We know.
Oh, well.
I just kind of no one's monitoring me. No one's in my head. A little bit of privacy, good conversation. Not that anyone's talking to me, but, listen to a good radio show or whatever the case may be.
Well,
where's one of those at these days?
Yeah. Right here's a good one. This show brought to you by our friends over at Recon Techs. Recon Techs, 670-1132. Hendricks Home Furnishings. By the way, Hendricks fixed my recliner. I had a problem with it. Hendricks fixed it. It's now perfect. I'm so glad I found Hendricks Home Furnishings in Verdon. It's really become the best furniture store I've ever found in my life. Hendricks, they're amazing. You guys, if you want furniture, there's only one place to go. I'm serious. One place to go, Hendricks. And
Good
Fit
people.
Club. And Fit Club, which I wish I was at today, but until my stupid, until the stupid car thing's taken care of, I can't go anywhere.
So you clear up your criminal activity?
Yeah. Oh, well, we're done for today. Be back tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your Wednesday. We'll talk to you later.
Say no to pitchforks.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, John.
Thanks, King.